Fred, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I got you, Robin. Nice mask.
Thanks. So obviously this was your first game against a live opponent. Were you surprised at all with just how well everything seemed to go in all facets?
Yeah. I wasn't surprised, Robin. I knew we'd come out and compete. That thing I was absolutely confident in. You know how you come out with jitters and that type of thing for the first time in a real game setting. You just don't know how that will go down. But I did think I was very confident that we'd come out and compete. That's just what this group is made of. And I was really impressed with how we came out and shared the ball early. 12 assists on our first 16 baskets was a great sign. 19 assists overall and 10 turnovers. I thought we did a really good job for the most part of making simple plays and taking care of the basketball. And had we finished some easy ones, that very easily could have been 25, 26 assists. I thought that group out there played really well together. I thought our spacing was very good overall for the most part, and it was a great first game for us that we can build on.
And then another quick one. Do you have an update on Eduardo Andre? I noticed he wasn't out there today.
Yeah, I can't discuss too much on Eduardo. I know there was a release before the game, but we're hoping to get him back at some point. Hopefully some point soon.
Okay, Michael Brunst.
Hey, Fred, Delano's game today, is that a pretty good example of what he can do for you guys in terms of just filling the stat sheet? Or, did anything that he did today surprise you at all, I guess?
Yeah, that's who Delano Banton is. That's why he's going to be so important to this team because he can do a little bit of everything, especially being as small as we are right now. I thought Delano really competed guarding their four-man, whoever was in that position, and he can front. He's got the length to be able to go up and contest. He can guard really 1 through 4. Being a natural point guard pretty much his whole life, he's had to play a lot against quicker guards. But yeah, you just look at what he did, and I thought he really set the tone with his voice out there. He made some really, really good plays going down in transition. Made a great skip pass and to Trey. He just makes difficult plays look easy, and that's a sign of a really good point guard. But I thought he played really within himself and under control. Had we completed that lob, start the second half, I think he would have been pretty darn close to a triple-double. But I thought that Delano, you look at the 4 blocks, the 3 steals, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 14 points. That's who he is. He's going to be a stat sheet stuffer all year.
Sam McEwen.
Hey, Fred, can you hear me okay?
Yep, I got you, Sam.
Super. Your defense had 16 steals today. You forced 27 turnovers, and I think scored 43 points off of it. I know that the offense looked really good, but I was curious what you thought of the caliber of your defense, especially from McGowan's, Banton, and Shamil Stevenson.
Yeah, I thought the activity level on the defensive end was exactly where we needed it. I thought our guys had great hands. We got some deflections that led to some runouts, and that's what gets your confidence going. When you can deflect balls and get out in your transition game and get easy baskets, that makes everything else easier. To see 43 off turnovers, 29 on a break, that's a great sign. That's going to be something we have to do because, again, we're not going to be the biggest team here for this first half of the season. So we're going to have to find a way to manufacture points, get deflections, and hopefully lead to some transition baskets.
And you mentioned Thor. I know he had to kind of chase around Cuxhausen all day. Is he a guy that you feel like can do that more often for you guys when you're playing better offensive teams?
Yeah, that's just who we felt would be our main defender on Cuxhausen, just because we felt he's our most disciplined guy, and he was able to lock on that hip. We weren't helping off of him, and we were going to chase and not switch anytime unless it was an emergency, and I thought Thor did a really good job. If you get on top of him and allow him to get into your body, it's over, and if he's open, it's going in. You just look at the difficult, the caliber of shots he takes, the degree of difficulty. To shoot 46% from the three-point line is incredible. The kid's one of the best shot makers I've seen, with deep range, and I thought Thor made him work for everything he got. And I thought Kobe did a nice job on him as well there at the end of the game.
Connor Happer.
Hey, Fred. What did you think about finishing at the rim today, and then general physicality, that type of stuff? If you can hear me, sorry.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Finishing at the rim, general physicality, anything like that?
Just finishing at the rim, you said? Yeah, that obviously wasn't one of the strengths that we had today. Ivan obviously had 3 or 4 of them where he needs to kick those out. That's something we've worked a lot on. Is when you get surrounded inside, you have to make the right play, and you got to kick it out, and that's a great time to get an open 3. But that's an area where we've worked very hard. We get a lot of attempts. We led the nation in attempts at the rim last year, but we also led the nation in getting our shot blocked. And that was a perfect example of what happened when we didn't kick the ball out and share it and make the right play. We'll get better. We'll definitely get better in that area.
We'll do 2 more. Andrew Ward.
Hey, Fred, I just want to ask you about just playing in an empty arena for a live basketball game, and then also that video that was played in the pregame of the players' families and stuff.
Yeah, I thought that video was absolutely phenomenal. And, I credit Luca Virgilio, our director of operations, that really helped set that up. I thought that was a great start and really got our guys excited for the game. To see the families out there. I know Teddy got a little emotional when his son talk there at the end, and to see all Ivan's family in France, and to see Thor's dad with Thor's Iceland national team jersey on. So, really everything. Lad had his, the whole community was there, wishing him well. So I thought that was a really, really cool way for us to start the season.
And we'll finish with Kevin Suits.
Fred, how much fun was this? Not only to see your team in a game setting today, but to perform the way in which you guys did.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Kevin. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed coaching these guys. And it's just, when you have a group that loves to play and love to compete, I know I've talked about that a lot with these guys, it just makes it fun. And it makes the job so much easier when you have a group that is going to come to work every time you step in the gym. Do we have room to grow? Absolutely we do. But I know these guys, we're going to watch film. We're going to try to get better at the things we need to get better at. I know we're going to have to execute, against these next 2 teams that we play, against Nevada and against North Dakota State. But yeah, it's an enjoyable group to be around. It's a passionate group, and they're fun. You see their personalities, how they've come out as we've gone along in this process. But this was a huge first step for us to play a game like this where everybody contributed, and again, it was a true team effort.
We'll be back with players momentarily.
Thanks, guys.
So, Mike.